When my now 10-year-old daughter was a preschooler, I remember her delaying bedtime by asking a long laundry list of questions that needed answers. Why are you my mommy? Why do we love? Why do we live in a house? Why do I have to be kind to others? Why aren't people nice to me if I'm nice to them? Why is my heart in my chest? Can I slide down a rainbow? No wonder parents go to bed completely exhausted at night. But I look back on these questions now, and they are like medicine for my soul. If nothing else, our children offer us the chance to gain perspective in the middle of managing work, groceries, cooking, hollering at someone to get her teeth brushed for the 5th time, or cleaning guinea pig poop off the floor, where it has been flung by a baleful rodent whose needs haven't been met. And by the way, the pig eats her own poop, so why should I have to clean it up? Not only can we gain perspective from our kids, but they provide us with a reminder to embrace magic and focus on anything but the mundane to-do list of everyday life. I've come to realize that the daily list doesn't suffer if I don't get to it or even ignore it for a few days in favor of a good dose of moseying with my daughter. As a child, my dad gave me the nickname Speedy Gonzales, and it was not because I was speedy. I was rarely in a hurry and was always the last one at the dinner table, pushing my peas around my plate long after everyone else was excused. I embraced the moniker of Mosey when I first started blogging, and it's an apt name for me. When I have to rush, when there is no time to mosey, I'm a stress case. My stomach hurts, my heart palpitates. I need slow, I just do. And apparently, so does my daughter. When I'm rushing her through the morning routine as she gets lost in a book while getting dressed, or trailing down the hall to get socks when we should have been out the door 5 minutes ago, I get impatient and frustrated because I'd rather be sitting on the couch and reading a book with her as we used to do first thing in the morning, she with a sippy cup of warm milk, me with my coffee. The days I love most are when we don't have a schedule, when there is time to wander. In my professional life, I'm productive and an excellent multitasker, especially on a deadline. But I do it better if there is space surrounding that schedule to mull and dream and mosey. A few years ago, I had an epiphany that both my daughter and I are healthier and happier when we operate at a speed that works for us. We embrace our mosey, and that's when magic is given an opportunity. That magic that is part of the everyday life of a child and which they accept without question. During a particularly busy and difficult time about a year ago, I got this question from her over breakfast. Mummy, do you think it's more important for children to be happy or grown-ups to be happy? I blearily mumbled something about both needing to be happy. And then she said, I think it's more important for grown-ups to be happy because then the kids will automatically be happy. Exactly. My daughter has an excellent radar when my patience levels dip to 0. I'll be in the middle of hollering at her to get moving already, and she responds with a cheery, I love you. I'd like to know who taught her these wily mind control tricks. Laughter is also necessary for gaining sorely needed perspective. My daughter is a master of the punch buggy game, whacking my hubby or me in the arm with glee when she sees them on the road, and keeping a running count of how many she has accumulated. My husband once decided to beat her at her own game and sat her in front of the computer while he filled the page with Google images of Volkswagen bugs, punching her repeatedly on the arm as he shouted, punch buggy blue, pink, green, red, until the two of them were helplessly shouting with laughter. In the middle of a busy time recently, I wrote my daughter a letter asking her to remind me to make time for fun. She doesn't mess around. She immediately asked for a girls' day out. We studied butterflies, rescued a moth from a spider's web, pretended to jump off a cliff and soar like hawks down to the ocean, said hello to and hugged some favorite trees, and ended the day with frozen yogurt. Done. So although there are days when my head might explode if she sings Shine Bright Like a Diamond one more time, or days when I would like someone to pick me up from school, take me home for a yummy, nutritious snack, and then take me to my pottery or dance class, I remind myself of the morning she stirred drowsily from one of those magical waking dreams and asked me, "Where's the blue unicorn that's always on your shoulder?" It's right here, of course. And yes, you can slide down a rainbow. Thank you.